What's up, YouTube? Yo, it's been a while, guys. So I wanted to do a quick video, and I figured I would go live because if I did footage for it, probably wouldn't edit it because I still have a ton of footage that just kind of up and vanished. So here we are, random stuff and things. So there's a few things. Let me pause my music so I don't get distracted. There's a few things I saw on Facebook recently that I kind of wanted to share. You know, most people that are going to see this video are going to know me pretty well. They're going to know some of my beliefs. So, you can kind of understand this. But I kind of wanted to throw it out as a discussion, kind of bounce it off, even though you guys can't talk back to me. You can always put it in the comments. I'm kind of curious to see what some other people think about this. So I'm going to switch over. I probably should have found the link first. I couldn't find the link. Let's see. It was on Facebook. Let's see. So for those of you who know me, know that I grew up in a little town called Claremont. And this lovely little article from Eyewitness 7 News popped up on Facebook, on a friend's Facebook page that he had posted, and I noticed Claremont, the keyword. So I was like, let's check it out. So, let's rewind a little bit before we get into this. So there's also been a lot of posts about how, the whole Christmas songs are offending people. Certain phrases like two birds with one stone, I guess, or bringing home the bacon, stuff like that. Apparently those have been offending people too. And everyone keeps saying, wow, these people are going so far out of their way to offend people. Or the other side is saying, well, this is 2018. We have to adapt. You have to learn that certain things may not be right and may not be understandable. Again, my videos are all opinion-based. You can do with it what you want. I try to stay neutral by still sharing my point of view in a respectful manner. So, that being the case, I'm going to read you this article, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So, the title reads, Canceled Field Trip Leads to Lawsuit Against Claremont School District. So this is a loaded thing, as you can tell already. Let me read it, and then yeah, we'll talk about it. So, Riverside, California. Riley's Farm in Oak Glen is a working apple and living history farm centered around colonial times during the American Revolutionary War. But it's a war of words that has the farm's principal shareholder, Jim Riley, firing back at critics who accused him of being a racist following remarks he made on social media this past summer. There we go. It's racism that people are being offended by, right? So then we have a quote from Jim Riley, the principal shareholder himself. He says, my ideas are not racist, not bigoted, and I will call that out as an outrageous lie for anyone who is saying it about us, referring to Riley's Farm and sort of what they do. So he apparently went and deleted the tweets that he made, none of which seem to be, oh no, they are referenced right here. Apparently Riley posted, what is this country coming to if a girl can't even use her bosoms to smack customers and then sue the president for unwanted sexual advances? ? Interesting. And then it goes on to say, in other posts, Riley likens Black Lives Matters, there you go, to a terrorist group, and in what some may see as a mocking reference to the LGBTQ community, he alludes to his generation as the last to have two genders. He alludes to his generation as the last to having two genders. Okay, so in other words, apparently some other comments he made, he said the Black Lives Matters movement, and I'm assuming the people were involved were in some ways like a terrorist group, which personally I think a lot of extremists and a lot of those organizations like Antifa, Black Lives Matter, women's rights movements, anything like that, and not to knock them for their cause. It's great they're standing up for what they believe in, but the saying, it only takes one to ruin it for everyone. Yeah, it's the extremist people that go way too far for something that just ruin it for everyone. So moving on, the comments were made on Riley's private social media accounts and not posted to the Riley's Farm accounts or websites. Interesting comment there. It had nothing to do with Riley's Farm, just Riley. Riley says the comments were made during passionate debates on current issues. Okay, so he was getting a little frustrated, probably had a conversation about politics or something in a public place, which I always refrain from and try to tell people to refrain from, but yet people still do it, and things like this are the result. Continuing on, as a result of the backlash, Claremont Unified School District canceled all of its 2018 to 2019 school field trips to Riley's Farm. Riley responded by filing a lawsuit against the school district, the school board, and 2 elementary school principals, saying they infringed on his First Amendment right to free speech and harmed his business. Let's take a pause there real quick. So to cap this up real quick, what's going on so far? So the president shareholder of Riley's Farm made comments or had tweets on his personal social media account talking about his own beliefs. Cool, got that out of the way. He then deleted the tweets when he started to, I'm sure he got a lot of, kickback from that. So then the lovely people of Claremont decided to get offended and cancel all of their field trips to Riley's Farm, which I can guarantee they're never going to come in contact with Mr. Riley himself, let alone are they going to be told the words that Riley was talking about or anything like that. I mean, honestly, people, it's a field trip I went on as a kid, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. You get to do like a Revolutionary War reenactment. You get like your fake rifle and everything. It's so cool. You get to go see like the history of that time period. You get to see you get apple cider, and their apple cider is amazing because the apples are from right there in front of you. And as a kid, I stole an apple off the tree and ate it because I was hungry after lunch. But anyways, it's a really cool thing. You get to learn about history. And yes, looking at 2018, the things they teach you, aren't politically correct and whatnot. But at the same time, it's history. It's something in the past. It's something we need to learn from. It's something that you're not going to change. So it's there. You learn about it. It's fun. It's a cool experience. Everyone's like in costume. You got the poor employees that are paid less than they should be to put up with little kids and dress up like that and do all that stuff. But anyways, there they are. So really fun field trip, but they decided to cancel them for the rest of the year. Let's go back. All right, there's a quote here from Riley's attorney saying somebody dug up some of Mr. Riley's Twitter comments and some passionate exchanges with people who differed politically with him and decided to put the rhetorical kill shot label bigoted on them. On Monday, a motion to dismiss the lawsuit was filed by the school district's attorney. According to the motion, parents who objected to Riley's posts asked to have their children removed from attending the field trips to the farm. Parents looking out for their kids based on their beliefs. That's totally cool. Again, I think it's ridiculous because they're never going to come in contact with Mr. Riley or be put in a situation where they're going to have to deal with anything like that or hear anything like that. Kids are smart. They'll pick up on it, but they're never going to be exposed to it. A quote from Riley's attorney again saying the school district has cited a couple of parents who made complaints. We don't know how many there were. We suspect it was not many given how popular these trips are. Fair enough. Mixed reactions from Danbury Elementary, 2 children who okay, so one of the parents says it is kind of ridiculous they would sue the school for it. If they have the right to free speech, we have the right to go there or not. Okay, fair enough. But okay, fair enough. Moving on. Nick Robles doesn't agree with Riley's statement, but doesn't feel it should punish children from learning. Bing, 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 we have a winner. We want our kids to go to any farm, to any field trip, to have fun anywhere. That's what we want for our kids. Our best, said Robles. So again, he wants the best for his kids, but he knows like this is part of learning. It's a field trip. He's not going to be, they're not going to go there and say, women are superior, inferior, and, Black lives don't matter, and blah, 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 this and that. So, it's a whole crock of shit as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Any other? The lawsuit is seeking monetary compensation for damage to Riley's reputation and emotional distress, including $10 million in future lost revenue. As for the motion to dismiss, the U.S. federal judge hearing the matter has asked both sides to file supplemental briefs by December 17th before making a decision. Eyewitness News reached out to Claremont Unified School District for a response, but the district declined to comment on pending litigation. Shocker. Under pressure, and they fold. So this was last Monday, and I just saw it because, as some of you may know, I sporadically and randomly decide when I want to go on Facebook. So kind of interesting. I mean, for those of you who know Riley's Apple Farm, you'll know that it's a pretty cool place. I mean, even if you're not going there for field trip to learn, like people go there to take pictures, people don't go there just for shits and giggles to get apple, to kill an afternoon, look at all the trees during fall, they change colors, all that stuff. It's just a beautiful place. I mean, like you don't go there and think racism and sexism and, it's just, it's 2018 and people get offended easy. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go look at some other stuff. There's a couple other things. Actually, one of them I had a link to, so check this out. Ding! Boom. Okay, so that one, that link I just posted, I just saw right before I came on and made this video, and it was really cute and really sad. So it's this elementary school. They have a custodian who's deaf. That's all they listed. I don't know if it's more than deaf or what, but anyways, custodian that's deaf, and it was his birthday. They teach the, I think it's preschool kids or kindergarten kids to sign language. Happy birthday to you. So, yeah, pretty cute. Feel like, brighten things up a little bit before, or, after that ridiculous story and before more, because I'm sure I'm going to find more. What was the other one I was just looking at this morning? Oh, yeah. Law enforcement. I saw the, I believe it was Linda that posted it. The officer that got shot chasing down the suspect. They released body cam footage of it. It's kind of hard to tell because he was in a foot pursuit. He was running around, but from the looks of it, they responded to a call. He goes in the front door. He sees the suspect exit out the back door. He then continues to chase the suspect. As he's chasing him through the backyard, suspect turns around and shoots the officer. It looks like it hits him somewhere in this region, which, even though you have a bulletproof vest, sometimes people don't always fit them right and they sit a little high, or they just, bullets, when they hit the body, they do this a lot. So they bounce around. It could have hit a stomach. It could have, who knows? But thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Thank you for your service, all that fun stuff. It's always unfortunate to see. Again, it's no surprise to anyone that I definitely do support my military, law enforcement, first responders, EMTs, stuff like that. So yeah, that's a little sad, but nevertheless, that unfortunately is a part of the job that you have to understand when you sign up for it. So again, thank you for your service. That was sad. Oh, and speaking of law enforcement stuff, so I had mentioned that a while back that I started watching. I had started watching this. What was I saying? Oh, this YouTuber called Donut Operator, and he does all the like latest news, if you will, in the world of law enforcement and stuff like that. He takes videos that people either send to him or ones that he finds on social networking that have sort of this back and forth banter, or berating law enforcement, stuff like that. And because he is ex-military, ex-law enforcement, ex-SWAT, he contacts people from the department. He sometimes speaks with the officers directly. He gets the official reports. He gets body cam footage when he can, and he breaks it down. And he pretty much says, okay, the 5 seconds of the video you saw online that makes a cop look like a piece of shit, here's the 15-20 minutes before where you see the suspect trying to kill the cop, and here's the cop responding in the 5 seconds you saw. So it looks like this cop is just beating someone, but really that person was just trying to kill him. So he's doing the nice thing by not just shooting the person, and he's trying to wrestle him to the ground to give him a fighting chance. So yeah, pretty interesting. Definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out. He's an interesting dude. He's actually, some of you guys may have actually seen a couple years ago when he was still an officer, he's known for his little kitty Squirt. So while he was on duty, he was working, and him and his partner, I believe it was, found this tiny little orange kitten, and they rescued it. And all over the internet you can find it. It's a picture of him. He's sitting in a squad car, and the little tiny kitty is resting right on his shoulder. So that was a huge thing all over the news and everything. He was a hero because he rescued a kitty and everything, and it was cute. And sad but true, even that post, when it went on social media and stuff, people backlash. Oh, look at what the cops are doing instead of supposedly protecting us, blah blah blah. But anyways, it was a cute little story. Squirt is now his like official cat, and he made a logo for him for his YouTube page and for his Twitch and all that fun stuff. It's really cool. So check it out if you want. If not, look up Squirt. And I don't remember Donut's real name, but if you look up like Donut Operator and Squirt Cop Kitten Saved, something like that, you can probably see the picture of it. Or I can actually try to find a link for you real quick. Oh, look at that. There it is right there. Sebastian, is that you? I hear you. I can't do that. So let's see. Hi, Sebastian. What you doing? Boom. Wow, the link is too big. I'll tell you what, I'll put the link in the description after this video of the picture of the little kitten. And speaking of kitties, let's say hello to Sebastian. What do you think? What do you think about it, Sebastian? Tell me your thoughts. How does it feel being the only kitty in the household? You don't care. All right, guys. I think that's all I got for you today. That was one thing I really wanted to, get off my mind. So, yeah, a little interesting. Yeah. So, again, try not to get so offended by things, people. It's really not that hard. There's more important things in life than getting upset by people's opinions. And regardless of what side you're on, just take that extra second to swallow all that bullshit that's about to come flying out of your mouth, doing the very thing that you're telling people not to do, whether it's berating people's opinions and you're about to lash out why that person is stupid and should not believe that, or whether it's the other side saying that if it's a vicious circle, people, you get it. Just shut your mouth, go on with your own life. I mean, if you really want to spend your life being miserable, getting so easily offended by people's opinions and letting their opinions affect you and your opinions and the way you live your life, then I feel sorry for you. And feel free to message me. I'll help you out. If you need someone to talk to, come talk to me. That's totally cool. But live your own life. Don't let other people tell you how to live yours. Go and make the best of what you do and what you can with your own life, your own talents and your own abilities, your own opinions. Don't worry about what anyone else says. It's fine. There's always going to be something said that you don't like, and there's always going to be something that people think about you that you don't like, and there's always going to be something that comes out and slaps you in the face that you don't like. But guess what? That's life. You got to deal with it. You got to take it. It gets hard, it gets rough, and it's exhausting, but that's life. And the more you go off your own opinions and what you can do and what you're capable of doing, then you can live your life happier. It's not about money. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's not about whose opinion is greater. It's not about who's stronger. It's not about who's, better looking. It's not about who has the best mustache. But just go on, live your life, do your thing, be happy, stop getting so offended, stop being so touchy, stop letting other people's opinions affect you, do your own thing. That being the case, I am not going to say happy holidays because that's not what I believe in. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. That's coming up soon. Hopefully I'll have more videos by then, but if not, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. Listen to Christmas music if you're into it. I'm not offended by it, but I can't stand it. So take care, guys. It was good to see you again. Drop some comments below about your thoughts if you feel so inclined. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up like on Facebook, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Makes no difference to me. Peace out, guys. I'll talk to you later.